So just making my changes there using the conductor section. Now if you think about the automatic organ and the automatic setup, you can have any one of 4 individual sounds on. You can have any combination of 2 buttons. You can have any combination of 3. Or like I said earlier, you can have all 4 on. I'm not particularly good at maths, so I can't work it out, but there's a lot of permutations there that you can get from every one of these presets. So all of a sudden now, we're looking at literally hundreds and hundreds of sounds which are this easily accessible to you. Let's go on to another section. Country music is always popular, and we've got a great country guitar sound on here which complements this country waltz superbly. Let's try one of the other sections. Let's try a totally different style. I'm going to go to the bank here called Showtime, and one of the new rhythms on here is called Show Band. This really is a great driving band type sound, like this. Okay, couple more just to finish with. Nice little 8-beat this time. I've chosen the 8-beat bank, and I've actually chosen Style Bank C. That gives us a lovely little 8-beat like this. Okay, those of you that are observant may have noticed I even included a few wrong notes there just to prove this whole thing's live. Never mind, that's the way it goes some days. Let's move on to a final one. This one's a great little rhythm. It's called Stride, and it sort of recreates that old-fashioned stride piano style, which is so difficult to actually do. You know, your left hand is going like mad. It's far easier, believe me, just to press the intro button here and let the instrument do it for you. So I hope you'll agree, just from this little look, and this is a very brief look at what is an incredibly powerful instrument in terms of what it would do. But if I can just pop back to something I said right at the beginning, yes, it's capable of many, many things, this product. If we start delving into each one of these sections, we have got access to hundreds of sounds in there. But it depends what you want to do. A lot of people, I think, just want to come home, maybe from work or, you know, from a day out in the garden. I think they want to switch the power button on, open their music book and play. I would suggest most of you do this for a hobby. And as such, for me, a hobby, you've got to enjoy it and you've got to get some pleasure from it. And if that means taking a few shortcuts in that you let the people at Orla provide those professional registrations for you, then that's fine by me. I think you want to sit down, get easy access to good quality sounds and do the important bit, which is to sit and play and enjoy your playing. Now, we all play to different standards and we all actually want to get better. I know that's, you know, I speak for myself. We always striving to get better. But it is important that you sit down and you enjoy it. And I hope I've proved here that it really doesn't matter whether you're a very good player, an intermediate player, or a not so good player, or a novice. You can still make those big, lush sounds just by playing in a relatively simple way. A lot of people will tell you that the important thing is how many notes you play and the complexity of the chords you play. My personal opinion is the important thing is getting the right sound for the piece of music. And if you get the right sound and it's all nicely balanced, even when played in a simple way, it will sound nice. So we have an instrument here that, like I say, is capable of a lot of things. A beautiful real wood veneer cabinet on this here. It's got the traditional roll top. It's got the lovely panel lights, which really set the instrument off. And it just, as well as it being colour-coded, the thing I love about this instrument is the angle of the panel. It's just right when you're sat here for your eyes. Everything is comfortable to see. I said we've got the drawbars, so we've got another little organ in its own right there. We've got some lovely features over here called the dynamic frequency compensator. Bit of a mouthful, but what it does basically, it enables you to tailor the sound to suit the individual room. Now, obviously, we deliver these to lots of different environments. Some people have wooden floors, some people have carpets, some people have blinds at the window, some people have heavy velour drapes, and it all makes a difference to the sound. But the thing about the DLX2 here is that using the frequency compensator, you literally can make the adjustments to compensate for whatever the environment is. If you like a lot of bass, then you can add a lot of bass. If you prefer a bit more treble than bass, then you can do that. We've got another slider here, which I think is an absolute plus for a lot of people. You know, when I've sat at organs over the years, there is a problem inherently with all organs, is that if you look where the speaker system is, it's below you. And when you're sat at the organ, I've experienced this myself. You know, I've sat there and I've played, and I've enjoyed playing, but then I've gone and sat in the armchair while my dad's played. And the sound is totally different, because when you're sat here in this traditional position, of course, the majority of the sound is actually, your legs are getting the best sound, but unfortunately your ears are up here. So we've got a bit of a problem there, but the sound traditionally comes out past your legs. So to be fair, the person in the armchair is getting the better sound. And often there are little things going on in rhythms and sound registrations that you actually miss because of where the sound is coming. We've got a little slider here called Presence, and what that does, it actually kicks in 2 extra speakers which are positioned behind the metal panel here. And basically they act as monitor speakers for you. So as you move the slider up, the sound actually then appears here, so you can hear everything that the person in the armchair's listening to as well. We've got facility to record ourselves playing. Again, one button operation. That's what I love about this machine. What I'm telling you is genuine. I really do love this instrument. And if you haven't had chance to go and have a close look at one or would like more details, then I suggest you do get hold of some more details, or better still, pop along and have a listen to one, because in my opinion, this is one of the finest instruments I've ever played. Thanks for dropping by. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope it inspires you to have a closer look at the Orla GT 9000 DLX2. Thanks for watching.